Sammy Stroobandt is an entertainment legend who has seen rapid growth in his hotel entertainment career. He went from entertainer to team leader all the way up to entertainment manager, and previous guests of the show have been eager to get him his own episode.
I had an entertainer.
Oh,
Gogo.
yeah. Sorry, who was your entertainer?
Gogo.
Gogo was your entertainer.
Yes. I was his team leader. He came. He was like, Sammy, I don't like that you're alone there. I'm like, yeah, but what can I do? I come.
I'm Dario de Dobbelare, and welcome to Ciao, Bye Bye, a show about living life abroad in the hotel entertainment sector. Here, we dive deep into what it is like living all over Europe, meeting thousands of people, pushing boundaries, and living life to the fullest. Today, episode 7, From Entertainer to Entertainment Delivery Team Manager. Our guest today is my dear friend and the long-awaited Sammy Stroobandt. So Sammy, thank you. Thanks a lot for coming on the show today. People really wanted to see you here, so please introduce yourself. Who are you and where do you come from?
So my name is Sammy. I come from Belgium. I worked as entertainer first time in 2017. And then, I went up and out of luck to go up and up. So, it's nice. And it's nice that people appreciate it. So, it means a lot for me.
Yeah, you went all the way up, as they say in the famous song. No, it's true. You've been mentioned a few times. People really wanted to have you on the show. And let's be honest, I understand. We work together, you're just a genuine, nice person. So people can feel this, and it's nice to see that it's not just the guests you're making them have a good time, but also the people you're working with.
Yeah,
so
that's
really,
nice.
Yeah, I can imagine for yourself as well. It's really nice to
of
hear
course.
You started in 2017. And you started working for Tui Seneo as an entertainer, and then your career somehow skyrocketed.
I don't know what happened.
All the way up, you had 1 million different job roles. Can you maybe take us through a little bit of which steps you have taken in your career?
So I started as entertainer in 2017 in Bulgaria, and then I worked there a few months only. 3 months, I think, because Bulgaria is a smaller season because it started late and it ends sooner than the rest.
Okay,
then
so
I became
shorter season.
Yeah.
How long would it take?
It was end of April, and then it's already end of September done. So it's like May. Like in May was I think in May. So it was really late.
4 or 5 months.
Yeah, because normally you can start in March already and finish in November-ish. But there was really I was gone before. In September I was already gone. Because they needed a team leader in Malaga, and they
in Spain,
and they asked me to do you want to become team leader and everything? So I was like, yeah, let's do this. So I went to Malaga and as team leader then. But then I had normally a role in the winter in Gran Canaria. Then they came to me we know you're a team leader now, but is it all right if you go there as entertainer? I'm like, of course it's all right if I go as entertainer. And then I saw you there, of course. That was amazing. And then I stayed there longer than you because then you left and I became the team leader. Then I stayed longer, and then I did a season at Mallorca after, so as team leader. And then I became entertainment manager. Then I stayed in Mallorca the next year as entertainment manager, so that was very nice. And then I did this winter in Egypt.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Egypt.
Yeah. And normally I should have a next role as a TUI Blue Guide manager.
Okay, what's this?
TUI Blue Guide manager is the old family life manager. So it's entertainment, but also childcare, the accommodations from the guests. Also have to look at food and beverage. It's you're you have the director of the hotel, the manager of the hotel, but you're the person just below to see that everything goes right. And it's bigger hotels with a lot of mascots and everything. For the people that knows family life, they know.
Would you be mainly focusing on issues within the team or things that need to be resolved, or mainly focus on guest relations or something like this?
Everything. So
okay, so
from
really
guests
like all over the place.
Yeah. So you're like the person that have to speak like from the entertainer. You're the manager for them as well. For the childcare, they have to, of course, also have childcare manager, entertainment manager. But you're always there with them in the hotel because it's a big hotel. You also have like the representative. They have to sell the excursions. Is also for you. So also like the food and beverage manager of the hotel is also like reporting to you. So it's like, it will be a big challenge, but of course it didn't happen. But
this year was a little
the
bit
well-known,
different.
The
well-known pandemic.
Yeah, I think everybody knows it by now. I think it's more popular than me. It's more popular than me. It's more popular than me.
Yeah, I think the pandemic has been mentioned more than you on the show.
Yeah. I have to beat him, but
you're
it's
a
gonna be
close
difficult.
second.
Yeah, close second. It's gonna be difficult.
So you did all these different job roles.
Yeah.
Can you maybe take us through a little bit what each role is, just to give a better perspective? Because I remember for myself, when I started working in entertainment, I thought this was a really nice job to like do for 1 or 2 years, and I didn't really see that there would be, I didn't really think that there is potential to grow within the company.
Same.
So maybe I think it will be interesting for the listeners to take us through your journey and like explain a little bit more about each job role. So I think we need to go back all the way to 2017. Pre-COVID.
That was good times.
I remember seeing you for the first time in Mallorca on the training.
Yeah.
How was the first training for you? How was this experience?
It was crazy because like before 2017 and 2017 was not my aim to become entertainer. Like 1 week before the training was not my aim to be entertainer. I was like working for the Belgian football federations in the shops to help out, and I was also e-sporter, so I played video games also for money. Like FIFA, I was FIFA player, so the people that knows it. And then I was like looking like, I want to do something, I want to change a little bit. Let's see what's going on. So on a Thursday, I always going to remember it's a Thursday because it was a football game on television. And I was like, entertainer, what is this? I'm like, okay, why not? So I write my CV and everything in. Then the Monday they called me like, oh yeah, you're interesting to become. I said, yeah. So can you come tomorrow in Ostende? I was like, I will be there. So I understand. I'm there. Wednesday they call me. We want you as entertainer. I'm like, okay, nice. Is it possible Friday to go to Mallorca? I'm like, okay. So I was on training in Mallorca.
It's a big shock, right? You don't see it coming. It's like,
I was like with my luggage, like, what do you do, Sammy? I go to training in Mallorca. What happened? I don't know. Yeah, so I had to say my football because I play football. Like, this weekend I can't play. Why? I go to Mallorca.
For work.
So it was crazy. And then there, it was amazing, the training. I mean, when you go to training, for me, the training is like the most... it's not most important, maybe the most important, because you come with a lot of people that want to do the same job as you, and it's so nice to meet all these people. You're all with all entertainers at the end. So
everybody's in the same phase in their life. It's like the first time you experience this, because it's kind of hard to talk about this with your friends at home who are not taking this step. It's really comforting because it's a big step to go to Mallorca and like fly away, and then you meet people who did the same thing like yourself. Can be from your own country, can be from a different country. So it's just very reassuring to see that it's not as crazy as you might think.
Yeah. But it's like a big hype though. Like everybody is hyped. So it's like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And then it's like the first time, like you see like workshops, and then it's like, oh, we're going to have a dance practice. I'm like, oh, we're going to have dance practice. Okay, nice. I knew I can dance, but I'm like, you'll see what's going to happen. And then I'm always going to remember, because now the dance manager, I mean, Gogo, everybody that works for Suneo knows him. It's for me now really close to my heart now. It's really like, it's a big teddy bear. He's amazing. And I remember the first time I heard his name, they told me, the dance teacher, his name is Gogo. In my head, it goes like, hi guys, I'm Gogo.
Yeah, it's quite the contrary.
But the worst thing is, I saw him before, but I thought it was like a bodyguard, or I don't know what it is. Who is this dude? And then he comes like, oh, this is Gogo.
Then it clicks. It clicks.
That's like fair enough. And yeah, I mean, and then you have, like, you see for the first time the game shows and everything. So the training is amazing. And then I had the luck, I go a little bit forward, to give training myself after as manager. Yeah. And it's amazing to teach them what I have to do and what and everything. And it gives so much power. I mean, it's amazing. And if you like it, then it's amazing. But let's go over to first year 2017.
Yeah, exactly, to the actual season.
Yeah. So, like, the first time you're entertainer, the first weeks, normally the hotel's not open yet. So you, like, with your team leader, like, dance practice and everything, look at the hotel, maybe look around. My Bulgaria was not so much open because everything was closed yet. Yeah. So, but, like, the first dance practice and everything. And then as entertainer, for the first thing you have to do is, like, it's not difficult, but you have to learn from it.
Maybe we have to add, when you started as an entertainer, right now if you apply for the job, you can choose either for becoming a daytime entertainer or an evening entertainer. Back in 2017 you were just doing
everything. It was not daytime, no evening, it was just your entertainer. You did everything. So what you have to do is, like, of course, the games around the pool, public relations with the people, that the guests that you know, that they know you and you know them. And to be fair,
what was your favorite activity to host? Did you have a favorite one?
Difficult. Maybe I like darts because I mean, not everybody can count, and I can count darts, so it helped because I can understand.
You feel superior?
No, I don't feel superior, but because people also like when people know what they do on darts, because you have some activities that no one cares because they just don't know it, like ladder golf or something like.
Nobody knows the
game.
But
then you have UK guests to play darts.
Yeah.
Then for them it's like
it's
competition
really
time. I have to win this one. I'm the champion at my bar and my pub. I'm the champion.
They're gonna win their diploma.
So they like it when there's someone that, like, can count and, like, don't make mistakes, because then they're behind you. Make mistakes. They're behind you. But I mean, every activity has its charms, to be fair.
Of course.
I don't really have a favorite one, so that's good. But as entertainer, it's like doing activities, of course, preparation for the shows. You learn the dances, the dance practices. So it's, as entertainer, you have to take a lot in. But the most important thing is that you like what you're doing, because if you don't like it, or you like in your mind, I want to stop, I don't care, I want to stop, then to be fair, it's maybe better to stop, because you're gonna hurt yourself with it, and also the team, and also the hotel with it, you know. So but if you like it and you're surrounded people that loves it as well, then it's amazing. Yeah,
you can lift each other up, like
100%,
of course, everyone has a bad day. Let's be clear. It's not like this Disney movie where everything goes amazingly. but it's true. When you feel good, it's the best job in the world. But it's important to feel good, and you can help each other with feeling good.
100%. It's when you like. Then after, of course, I was a manager a team leader in Malaga. Yeah. So it was the first time I was a team leader. So it was like, okay, I have a team now. Okay, it's my team.
A new experience.
Yeah, it was nice. But then there was a lot of new people that came in. It's like the teams that started before was already not there anymore and things like that. So it was like a mix and everything. So it was like for everyone like exciting, because for the most of them it was also new. And then one of my good mate now, Manu, worked there, and I hear that episode 5. I didn't hear it yet because
it's not online yet. So when we're recording this, the episode
it's gonna be online. So I really want to hear this. And he was already for a few years. I don't talk too much about him because he will do enough, I think. But he worked already like for a few years in entertainment. And he was my entertainer, and I started 4 months as entertainer, and he's already years entertainer, and I'm his team leader.
Yeah, so it was like kind of strange.
Maybe but at the end, he was the one that listened the most to me. He was amazing, and I only worked 1 month with him, but it was amazing. He was listening to everything, and when I need something, he can help. So it was great. So my first team leader job was like amazing because I had someone with so much experience that is the best guy ever. So
yeah, you supported each other and you made each other stronger.
So that was really important. So it was really nice. And then after 1 month, I went to Gran Canaria. Then as entertainer again.
You went straight from Bulgaria to Malaga. To Gran Canaria. That's crazy.
The only trouble is the luggages. That was hell because then I only have one luggage, but I came from Bulgaria already, guys. Oh, we didn't know that. Yeah, but communication is not always the best.
So you flew to Bulgaria with 2 pieces of luggage, and then you had to
Malaga, and then from Malaga to Gran Canaria.
Okay, so you started with two pieces of luggage, and you had to cram everything in one, or
at the end I paid for I was like, when you're debating like this I need, this I don't need, this I need, at the end you need everything. You're like, I don't want to throw this away,
of course, you already left so many things back at home. So when the things you took with you are like the things you really want to.
And to be fair, in Bulgaria, a lot of clothes that I had that I said like, I don't gonna use this. I think I washed everything and I gave it like for the Bulgarian because they're not so they're not so rich where I live. You see the big difference between like where you live as with the guests and where like the other side. I knew some people and people like the woman that like did the little accommodation that we had. I gave like a lot of clothes to her, like washed everything and everything. She was very happy. So I already left a lot and still I had like too much. So I said like, no, I did already too much away. So I need to give
of course.
But so then Gran Canaria, of course. And there was like a big hotel, a bigger team. Big team, like 12? 2 teams, 12 in total.
Yeah, I think we were 11 or 12. I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, so but for the shows and everything is amazing,
The
shows that we did there is normally you get a team of 3 or 4, like a Seneo hotel. Then you had a team of 12. You're like, okay.
Yeah, you can do like a proper show there.
Yeah,
like
to be fair, there were like talented people as well that worked there. So it was like dancers, some danced and everything. So
they could really move. Like I remember coming there and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I can prove myself here, but let's see what happens. But when you work with people who are really good on stage, it pushes you, I think, to really go with them and like to become a better entertainer yourself.
Yeah. And the most important is that when we worked there, I worked with a lot of people that you already heard, Cedric. I worked with them there. I worked with you, with Hannes also.
I want to give a big shout out to Hannes actually.
Exactly. Yeah, me too.
We worked together with him there, and he also sent me a text message that he really wanted to see you on the show. It was actually his idea to take us through your different job roles. So Hannes, thank you very much for.
He's amazing. And we had the luck to live together, all 3 of us. And we all 3
lived
was
in the same apartment.
Yeah, and when we went home, normally you're like free for 3 hours. What we do is like we watch the show again, or we like, let's work on a pre-show, let's work on a show, let's work always. And because it felt like what I said before, it's like when you work with people that love the job the same way that you love it, it's amazing. It's amazing.
You never stop working. It's like you just keep
because you
working.
like it because you like it, So it's amazing. And then, then when you left, they asked me to stay longer to become team leader there. So that was very good. And then Cedric came as well and things like that. It was also challenging because, you're like a team of 12 team leader. And then you have like, of course, 2 team leaders. But at the end, you help each other and you make the planning for. At the end, I made the planning for everyone because it's more easy. Because when you're with 2 teams, you need to work together as well at the end. So at the end, it was like one big team. I don't call it as 2 teams, to be fair. One big team.
It's better, exactly.
Yeah. And then, so it was really challenging. And then at the end, the year after, then I went to Mallorca as team leader. So spent the full season. It was really nice as well. And
this was a tough season, right?
Yeah. It was a special one.
I remember getting a message from you and saying that I think your whole team left.
Maybe 2 left and 2 were sick. A team of 5. So it was special. I mean, they can't do anything else. Well, I mean, I don't gonna say names and things like that because
no.
But it was like one girl left because she didn't like the job and it was like nothing for her. But then she took somebody with her, so it was like she didn't want to leave alone. I like okay, nice. And the 2 other girls were like sick. I mean, they can't do nothing about it.
No.
So at the end, I was a long time alone. But then, But then I remember also
it was
that
high season, like you were working alone in high season, doing daytime, being DJ and doing the show yourself.
I was one man team, and then, but the funny thing is like Manu also sent me like messages because he was in Gran Canaria, in Malaga, and he sent me like. Sammy, how do your points go up if you're alone? you're one of the best hotels of Seneo,
I don't
and you're
know
alone.
how you did it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were beating my scores at the time. I was like, what the hell is Sammy doing?
I'm giving drugs and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But it was. I mean, it was. Like I always say, like after like when you have a big team, it's nice because I mean. Everybody is there, but when you have like one guy that does entertainment and the people go home and they get an email, like, you know, from Raid Entertainment, they just read Raid Sammy, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no team, you know? So I think that's maybe, it's a biggest why the points go up because they're like, let's get Sammy some points. He was alone.
Yeah, but you still did it, you know. You still were there for every activity. You still were there every evening. So people really appreciaed this. And,
that's for sure. But it was really, to be fair, it's a really nice hotel. So the manager was like, "Okay, well, you are everywhere." Like, yeah, but what do you want me to do? He was like, "No, continue. You can continue."
It was the Lagamonte hotel, right?
Yeah. But then I had the one of the. I think the only one I can say it. I had an entertainer. Gogo.
Sorry, who was your entertainer?
Gogo.
Gogo was your entertainer.
Yes. I was his team leader. He came. He was like, Sammy, I don't like that you're alone there. I'm like, yeah, but what can I do? You know, I come. I'm like, what do you mean you come? I am your entertainer.
He's a legend.
That's why, you know, this guy. That's what I mean. Like,
you know what? Actually, let's give him a round of applause one more time for being your entertainer.
He's amazing. Nothing to say about it, really. He's amazing. No. He's amazing. And he came then as entertainer, like with the Seneo top on. I made him like also the name badge also with the Turkish flag because I know he likes to have the Turkish flag. And he was my entertainer, so it was like, and then of course with him we did a lot of like watching things and everything, and he's so much passion about the dancing, so much passion. So I mean, to be fair, it's amazing.
So you did shows together as well.
Yeah. It was amazing. Like the 2-man shows, and then we also had Jana was my entertainment manager.
Okay.
And of course she was here. Yeah, she was like, Gogo is here as well. So she joined in as well our team shows. And at the end,
that's amazing.
It was a crazy year because at the end I was team leader in Mallorca, but I also helped in Outwa Fly Hotel. So I was like the first one, not German, Outwa Fly team leader. But at the end, I was only 1 week team leader because then somebody else came as well. But I'm the first, not German or not German speaking, like perfectly team leader in the German hotel. And then at the end, sometimes I did shows there. So some 2 days I went helping shows there. Sometimes they came to our hotel to do shows with us. Then also you came. To visit me.
I came on a little break.
Yeah. He came to visit me for a break, and he ended up on stage with us.
Of course.
With me, Gogo, you, Jana.
It's one of my favorite shows I think I ever did.
100%. So much power in the show. It was amazing.
A crazy show. I remember we were doing the boxing sketch.
Yeah.
I was so sweaty, so obviously we were giving everything on this show, and at one point I had to be on the floor, or I don't know if I had to be on the floor. Anyways, I ended up being on the floor. Now the problem was because my back was so sweaty and because I touched the floor with my back, there was this little pool of water, pool of sweat actually, on the floor, and then you slipped over it.
Because when I do the boxing sketch, I like to do the Muhammad Ali for the one that knows it, like with the feet, and I like and I'm back. But then when you saw it, I stand up like after 1 millisecond, I started up again.
That's crazy.
It was an amazing show, and then we also did like a lot of. Together a lot of mostly you of course a lot of how do you call this, background videos and introduction videos, and then but also so much fun to doing this. So it was amazing.
I think actually we were a good team. I think we made some crazy things together. Actually, something which just crosses my mind. I remember when we were in Gran Canaria. Like you said, in our breaks, we ended up working on a lot of projects. Now, during one of these breaks, we used to play WWE. And I remember you. I remember we made Gogo as like a fighting character on WWE with his Cineo uniform and his name badge and everything. I'm pretty sure. I still have the video of it somewhere.
I have it 1%. I have it.
Yeah, for the people watching the video on YouTube, we will insert it right here because you have to see it. Like you have to see it. This is what it looks like. For the people listening on Spotify or other platforms, go and check it out on YouTube because honestly, it's amazing. If you know Go,
I will send it to you. I will send it to you. It's amazing. With some it's a break, and we are like putting so much energy putting Gogo in the game. We need to put Gogo in the game. And also like I did some little sketches that I sent it. Like I made I shaved my beard like just like the Gogo, like the Gogo beard, like, and I put like a thing stuck behind. So to play as him in a video, I think so. That was amazing.
It really was. Actually, something else I remember from Gran Canaria is you shaved half of your beard for one show. Actually, it's a good story to tell before we continue through your career because we had this. We watched the video clip from Stromae.
Yeah, to Slim M.
Exactly, To Slim M from the Belgian artist Stromae. If you don't know him, check him out because he makes some amazing music. And in this video clip, he was wearing like, what would you describe it? An outfit which was half woman, half man, like literally split in half. You would cut him in two. His left side would be male and his right side would be female. So we wanted to do this on stage, and then Sammy said, "Oh yeah, I can shave half my beard off." So we were like, "Oh."
Nobody believed me that I will do it. Like, no, I'm like, yeah, no problem. I like a full beard. I was like, is it time to put it away? So I'll put it like the half of my beard, and then it was really funny because like when I sit down on the one side, you see like the one beard guy, and when you look at the other side, I was like, it's like nothing. And then I remember it was not
just your beard; it was your clothes as well. We got you this suit. Half on one side it was like a suit, like a tuxedo, and the other side was, I think it was a golden dress.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, it looked amazing. You did like lipstick on one side and then eyeliner and stuff like this. Wow.
And I remember also for the show we had like some big mixes, dance mixes. It was like also the lazy mix with the monkey head. Yeah. So I wear like a monkey head like the whole show. Like,
and nobody saw your face for the entire show.
Yeah, like till the last 5-10 minutes that we did to Slim M.
It was
only
amazing.
For like one show, but it was amazing. I mean, that's what I say when you have like people that love the job and you're like, yeah, let's do this. Why not? Let's do this.
This was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. Anyways, we were in Mallorca, so you did your season there.
As team leader, difficult season. Then has Gogo as entertainer. At the end of the season, I had a full team. So new people came. Was amazing. Also, my good friend Boele came, the legend Maverick. He's a good entertainer as well. He's like, he knows it. He make a lot of trouble. He knows it, but he needs somebody that like know him, and then he's amazing. And he was amazing, to be fair. He was amazing, to be fair. And then of course Anna, also. Shout out to Anna and Linda also was a good team. Was Charlotte as well, I think. Yeah, we were 5. At the end I had a full
team of 5.
So so it was nice. And then after this one, I left. Did I do the winter season after this one?
No, I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I think you were in Belgium that winter.
Yeah, it's possible. Like I didn't do anything. Yes. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, because I remember we made like a video
yeah.
about the new FIFA that released that winter.
Yeah. No, it's true. But I didn't like also not the half one. I don't think so.
No, I don't think
but then
so.
I became as well. But then but I started earlier already in February because I became manager.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah. So I had like all the trainings for all the different concepts because you have to learn all concepts as well. So I started early in February as well to learn all the concept and then to give all the trainings and all the things. So yeah, that's why. Yeah. So then after Mallorca, I became entertainment manager.
Yeah. So all of a sudden you have all this new information. It's not just one team or one concept you need to handle.
Like, a million 7-8 hotels. Like 7-8 hotels from different concepts. So you have like to know. You go to Sydney. Okay, it's like this. Family life. Okay, it's like this. Then you have like a Sensima. That's a to be Blue for two. Like they changed some names. So you have to know. Okay, this. But to be fair, it's very nice because I'm someone that I love what I'm doing. I love what I did there. And when you can help a lot of different teams, it's amazing. Because you're like. You really see them grow as well. Like I have some team leaders as well. I was like, they started also the first year and things like that. Some team that was really experienced because I had my new back as team leader at Mallorca, one of my hotels. So you can really see them grow with the team. Also, you see a lot of when you see someone that likes what he does as entertainer and he grows so much. I think when I saw it, like you had it with Jay, I heard like in previous episodes. It's amazing when you see this. You see like the guy that like. Little bit afraid and things, but you see that he wants it. It's a big difference. You see he wants it.
The passion is there, just not yet the way.
The performance or
but the fire is there.
Yeah, but you see that he wants it. You know, and in 6 months or 7 months, you can see this grow so much. It's amazing.
You add some wood to the fire, and you get I don't know, you get fire.
And when you have like 6-7 different teams and like all over Mallorca, you can see this like with a lot of different people and everything. And this is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I think that's the nice part about being an entertainment manager. I think that does seem really interesting. Because every single person needs a different way of Well, I don't really want to say handling them, but a different way of stimulating them to get the best out of themselves and to give their 100% that they have inside them. But I think there's also another side to the job, which I always like. It made me hesitant about the management job role, which is that you're not as much part of the team, the entertainment team anymore. Not that you cannot take part anymore in being an entertainer or interacting with the guests, but when you're working in the hotel and you stick together or you are together every single day for 6 months, I think the connection will be stronger. I don't know. I've never been an entertainment manager, so I can't speak out of experience, but from what I understand from the job, I believe you are more like this addition to the team rather than being a part of the team.
That's true. It's true though. It's true. Like I said, like I want to say, like the saddest part is like normally you're like the head of like a hotel because everybody knows you. But then you're like in the hotel nobody knows you because the guests know the team. And you're the manager that comes. Yes, so sort of. So 1%. But like what I did as manager, I liked it really to go to my teams. Like I did like shows in every hotel as well. So I helped out with the shows and everything. In the beginning was like just to like they have like a trust point. They can see somebody in the front, so like that they trust. But then I spoke with all the teams differently. I'm like, look, now we're already 2-3 months in. I think it's the time for me to like watch you guys and you. But they're like, no,
we like to do it.
Can you stay on stage, please, with us? So at the end, I did like a lot of shows as well and things. But every manager works differently. Everybody has his work type.
It's not like one of the. what you say, like one of the obligations you have as a manager. It's really something coming from your side because you came fresh out of the job and you still wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And of course you help the teams in the same time.
Yeah. And I had also the luck that, like in Mallorca, you can go to every hotel by an hour ride, you know? Some managers, they have like, I have Sakintos and Samos, or I have like this and this.
Yeah, they have
like
to fly
me,
to different
in Egypt, I was manager in Egypt and in Thailand. So I was not like, I'm there in 2 minutes, guys. No, so it's not possible, you know? So I had the luck in Mallorca as manager that you can go to all hotels if you want. In 1 hour, you can be in every hotel needed. So this helps, of course. But like, a lot of people say this to me, like that's my problem, that I'm like never stop working when I'm there. So I was like always somewhere, you know, and then that's nice because you need also, like as an entertainment manager, you also have your own manager, you know, like the area manager and things like that. And the good part, like for me, is that with the manager I had, Carolina, like shout out to her, was that she was like, she trusts me so much that she almost never asked me where I was. Because she knew I was somewhere in one of the hotels doing my job, you know. And the beginning, of course, she like asking me like, okay, where are you, things like that. And she said a lot to me. To be fair, like, Sammy, you work too much. Like you can take a break if you want to. But like that's how I like to do it. And I mean, of course, it was my first year as well. So maybe it's as well like I want to show that all the hotels got the points, all the things. So maybe it's also things of that, of course. But I just like to be around and to help out, you know, that they have the maximum of themselves and they can like trust me, like, okay, I'm the manager, but they can trust me as well if they need something, you know. So it's very important that they have to, as a team leader first, the team leader can come to me, but when it's something not about work, something, or if you need something extra, or there is something, you can always ask me. And that was also important for me, you know, that they don't have the feeling that when I'm there, they have to be scared. No, I mean, you know what I mean? Because you can be trusted like, oh, the manager's here. Oh, no, what you have to do now, you know? So I didn't want this feeling as well. But at the end, it worked great because all my team were happy. It was a great season, to be fair, Mallorca. Not so many leavers because you have some people, like I said, that they leave or they like homesick. Fair enough.
Which happens.
Like I say, like the job is at the outside, it looks very easy and things like that. You're like, oh, you're on a holiday, you're like there. But like when you get homesick, I understand when you get homesick. I understand. Like I said, like when you love it and you're there, like it's the best job in the world. But if you don't enjoy it, I can understand that it's like, what I'm doing here, you know? If you don't like to speak with the people and you're like, I had another idea about the job, what is possible. So I understand this, but at the end we had like I think almost no leavers, no things. So it was like it was a great season.
It does. From what I remember, having you on the phone during the season, I remember you having a good time in Mallorca that year. So actually, do you have a favorite job role when you look back at these different job roles? Do you have one like this was for me the nicest experience, or like the one you love the most?
I will say entertainment manager.
Okay.
Because like I said, on the trainings and everything, you can like have so much impact on them. Like you can learn them so much, and it's amazing. But to be fair, if they ask me like next season, oh, we need a team leader there. We know you're a manager, but can you like help out? I will have no problem to do it. You know what I mean? So that's not that I'm like a manager now. So
no.
Of course, it's a favorite role. If I have to go back to something to help out, I will have absolutely no problem because I love to be team leader. Because like you say, you like it's your hotel. Everybody there every day with the guests. You can really like make some guests become friends. You know, it's like you're the contacts. I mean, it's
or they
it's
follow
amazing,
you to your next hotel. Like it's really crazy.
I had like someone that followed me like in every hotel I was. He was there as well. So and they're like, woohoo! I'm like, oh, really? Again? It's amazing. Because, some people that like, we have some people that was really crazy. He watched me like, do you know me? I'm like, I recognize you a little bit, but I'm not sure. And they show like a picture like in Bulgaria. Yeah, was he in Bulgaria with you? And then we say like, where is Sammy? We want to find him. And then we found you via.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So you have some people that like, but it's amazing, you know, when people like follow you. It means a lot, you know. You're like, okay, this because guy, and then
these people. Let's be honest. They work to go on this holiday for like an entire year. They save money for an entire year. and then they choose to come back to where you are working.
Yeah.
Like they don't pick their favorite destination, or they don't pick I don't know, some like the main reason they go on their holiday is because you made their last holiday.
And that's amazing. And that's also what and that's what I say also to my teams. Like what you say there is fantastic. It's like you work there for 6 months. You're there and everything, but you have some people that work like 1 year, 2 years, so maybe just to go with their family 1 week on a holiday. And that's what I say, when you don't like what you're doing, don't do it, because there's people holiday, you know, they pay for it. They finally have the time off for their family, that they don't have to think about nothing. They just want to have a good time. Yeah. And you are there on their good times, you know. Yeah. So this is amazing, you know. So you have to give you 100% because they deserve it. They worked hard to be there. So that's always saying, like, if you don't like it, I understand, because I mean, it's not for everyone. It's not just for everyone. But be honest with yourself, you know. If you say like, no, I like it and I want to be better, then I will be there to get you to the next level. Yeah. But if you say like, I don't know, and I don't really like it, I don't really want to be here anymore and things like that, then I'm also going to understand, and I will help you to get better. And if you really say like, no, it doesn't work out, then we're gonna find something to get you home and a replacement, and it's always possible, you know.
Yeah, there's many different things, even like different aspects in the tourism world. Like you can sell excursions, you can. Yeah. But if it's really not your thing to be away from your family, there's no problem. I mean. Then it's just not a job for you. There's plenty of jobs in the world.
That's it.
And then you should maybe be one of the person who comes once or twice a year on a holiday and has the most amazing week or 2 weeks in the hotel. But then it's your time to go, which is totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. So it's like, you have to think about this as well. You know, don't be too selfish. You know, at the end, you're there for people's holidays at the end. So this is the amazing part, because there's people. They pay to see you, and they pay them to be here. And then if you don't do your job, or you don't like it, or you're like, well, I don't care, then it's not nice for them.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree. And I think everyone who's done at least 2 seasons or something like this will understand and agree with what you just said. Do you have a favorite memory, like when you think back about entertainment in general, like when you forget about the job roles or the different seasons, just when you think about entertainment, this memory is one that pops to your mind like right away, like one of your highlights from the past, what's it now, 3-4 years?
Oh, that's difficult, man.
It's a hard question, right?
It's a hard question. Maybe one of the things I will go back is have Gogo as entertainer. I mean, I have to go back to this one. That's pretty good memory.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one,
because we can do shows with someone that's like a professional dancer, you know.
Yeah.
I remember like and he has the eyes to see like when somebody needs problem and somebody is good. So he has the eyes from far. He can see everything, and he's really, really, really good at what he does. So it wasn't really nice to have him like with me like for a few weeks. Like he's mine.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And then I will say, not because you're here, but I think when Kanaya this few months with you was like also amazing with Hannes and things, because it was really like we really work together. We're like we have to go the best. And when Kanaya is like 2 destinations, is really like an entertainment destination. It's like
it never stops.
It's like 60% are guests and hold the island. 20% will be entertainers and hold the island. 10% will people that sell excursions and things like that, and the last 5% ish will be locals. It's like one big like so that's amazing. But I have to say probably Gogo, and then Gwen Canal was also as well. But to be fair, I really like Mallorca as well. So it's really difficult to pick.
Of course, every season has its highlights, sure. And most definitely every job role as well. So there's so many new experiences. It's
for sure
definitely hard to choose one. Like you said, you're quite a good dancer. You know how to move and things like this. What's your favorite dance you did? What's your favorite mega mix or dance or which one? Which one was your favorite on stage?
That's really funny because my favorite one is for some people the less favorite ones. because they're difficult.
Okay.
Like I think the last one that we learned from Gogo is like finesse from Bruno Mars.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's one of the most difficult ones, but it's so good because
There's
you keep
so much
like,
power in this song.
Yeah. So this is really not. To be fair, the last shows that for the people that did Seneo this year or went to holiday to Seneo Hotel, the last shows, like the last that we learned, like the I'm Still Standing, the fitness, the 20K, 24K.
Yeah,
it's an amazing show. It's an amazing show. So I'll be fair. I mean, like the last shows were really nice. Yeah. But it's difficult to pick one as well.
Yeah,
and of
really
course,
hard, right?
And of course, I have to go to Michael Jackson as well. So.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing to dance. And
it's a really long mix as well. It's not just one song.
12 minutes, 12 minutes or something like this. And then if you have the chance to dance with somebody that's really good, like I had the chance to dance with Cedric that you saw in the few episodes ago, and to do Michael Jackson with him.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's a great dancer as well.
Amazing. So So it has to be like, and I did also like in the German hotels in Mallorca. I did like a Michael Jackson solo of 6 minutes.
Oh really?
Like for people that I don't know, to be fair, and everybody loves it always. So it's amazing, because you're like, sure, I'll do it because they need time. And I remember I was like, we don't have enough because there's also people leaving, coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, we need some more minutes there. You know what? I will do Michael Jackson. We see what's going to happen. And at the end, I did it almost every week in this hotel. And I was going to remember was his name was Frank. He was the excursion guy there.
Yeah,
he was in the 30-40 or something. But he was so nice because he helped as DJ and everything. So it was the first time I saw somebody a rep really helping with the shows and everything. Yeah. And he went like behind, like in the focus, like we said, like the spotlights. And he was always like. Sammy, when you do Michael Jackson, I'm there with the spotlights. And he loves it. And he was like, hey, you look at me like at the light. I'm
He gives everything with the spotlight.
Yeah, and he's so nice guy. And he always like, when you're dancing and I'm looking with the lights, I'm like following you and you're looking at the lights. It's amazing. So I was like, I have to do this again there with Frank. I have to do this again.
You just did this. You did the Michael Jackson for Frank. Frank, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking if I would have to pick a favorite dance, I really
difficult, huh?
Yeah, it's really really difficult. But I think I would go for the J-Lo Mega Mix.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
I really like this music. Like I don't know if I put on some music over here in the studio or something when I want to dance. I really like this R&B.
It's one of all the top ones, 100% sure.
Yeah.
One of the top ones. Yeah. J-Lo Mega Mix, and also like but you have so much. So
oh yeah, of course.
It's difficult to choose.
Actually, I do want to bring up one more memory. When we were in Gran Canaria,
I think it's where we're gonna stop this interview.
we were gonna do this dance on Rihanna's song "Umbrella." It was a remix. I don't think it's the.
Don't forget this one as well.
No, we'll bring it up after. I think it was the same show. I actually think it was.
Maybe yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So we were dancing with umbrellas, and there's this one piece in the dance where you have to open your umbrella and then you turn it, and it looks very beautiful. Now we bought some new umbrellas. We practiced with it very hard because we're 12 people on the stage. It's very hard to synchronize everything, and there's one teacher to teach 12 people, so it's not like you can ask something if you didn't see something that good, because every time you ask something there's 11 other people waiting, so it takes a lot of energy to get this right. Anyways, we did the premiere, and I remember you and me were in the front of the stage, and we opened our umbrella, and yours was broken. Like it only opened like halfway, so you couldn't hide behind your umbrella. and I just saw your face, like I'm not even sure how to describe it. What went through your mind when you opened the umbrella and you had the only broken umbrella on stage? How did you feel?
It's like, damn, shit. And you're like, and then the worst part is when you open it, it's like normally you see all the umbrellas, so you don't see faces, and then you have to turn with it.
Yeah.
So it was one half was like umbrella, and the other half was broken. So you saw my face, not my face, my face, not my face, my face. I was like, smiling.
Was dying.
And I was like, but at the end, I think the most applause I had for the show was when the umbrella was broken, because people are like,
people were clapping.
They laugh so hard that they have the attention. You have their attention, so they look at the show.
Yeah, and then like you mentioned, there was a part 2 on what was the name of the song again? It's also Rihanna's song.
We found love. We found love.
Oh yeah, it was We Found Love.
Yeah, I said it was something with love. We found love. We found love in this world. Yeah. We found love.
Yeah, this was. I think this was one of my my highlights in my dancing career, if you want to call it one. I just remember this was quite a hard dance, and
also
I remember
one of my favorite ones. To be fair, one of my favorite ones.
Well, it wasn't mine, and we'll discover why in a second. So I remember saying to Gogo, Gogo, I'm not sure if I can dance this one in the front. He said, "Yeah, brother, you can do it. Don't worry." I said, "Yeah, really? I don't know, but I have Sammy next to me, and Sammy knows the dance quite good. So if something goes wrong, I'll just look at Sammy, I guess." He's like, "Yeah, brother, you know the dance. Don't worry." So in this dance, there's one moment where the boys freeze and the girls keep on dancing, and then you take turns. Now, as it was a new dance and I didn't know the song, what was coming next, I was so confident. I was like, yeah, and now the freeze, and we're rocking this dance. So I freeze with my arms in the air, because it's the pose you had to take. It's like a really confident pose. It was a confident freeze, like tsa, and I froze. And everybody else kept moving. So I was the only guy on stage, 11 people continuing the dance. It's not even like one of the other guys followed me in with the freeze, because sometimes when you make a mistake, somebody else follows you and you just brush it off as if it was meant to be. But I don't know. No, nobody looked at me. So I was the only one freezing, and it felt like forever. So you need to play the part. So I pretended that I had to freeze, not knowing that nobody else froze with me. And I think ever since
and we filmed everything. So after we looked like, oh, did someone freeze with you? And we saw like only you at the front. Like, oi, no, nobody freeze with you.
Yeah. Yeah, but you play the part, and in the end, people still give you the applause anyways. They love you for the confidence.
To be fair, I think some people don't even see it.
I'm pretty sure they saw this one, though. I'm not gonna lie. There's no way they didn't see it. Maybe if they were ordering a drink, they didn't see it.
Oh, it was amazing. The Dario Freeze, we call it. The Dario Freeze.
Yeah, it's stuck. Yeah.
And you're not the only one that did this freeze. You know?
Am I not?
No. Like Cedric did also Dario Freeze.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people did it after like the Dario Freeze. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's a coming name. It's not you're not the first one. You're not the last one.
I am. And maybe there's more to come.
Yeah, probably yes. Hopefully.
Oh my God. Yeah. We're slowly ending the end of the podcast by the way. Now there's a few questions I ask to every guest on the show, and one of them is if you would have any advice to people who would be interested in starting to work in this sector, maybe we should combine it in with people who want to make promotion in the job, like what they can do to prepare themselves for maybe a career instead of like a 1 or 2 season thing.
Yeah, that's
what
a good one.
What would you say to this person?
to be fair, the first thing is like enjoy as entertainer, like enjoy the job, love the job that you're doing, learn a lot of your team leaders, learn a lot of the people as well, the guests, like how they react to things, that you can change a little bit your behaviors when they react good or not, like work on this. Then of course when you see that team leader like needs help and things like this, help the team leader out, like okay, no, I will help you with this, like that the team leader can find in you like a trust second team leader ish, like be there for each other, be there for your team, but sometimes you're there for your team leader because your team leader not always has all the answers, he has to do like all the answers.
They pretend like they know everything, but it's not always the case.
But it's nice when you have an idea, like tell it to your team leader. When you have an idea, you want to do something, you're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to try it, like go to your team leader, can we try this? Probably your team leader will say yes. You will say like, oh, okay, nice idea, let's try it. And then of course, like when you become if you want to become team leader after, the most important thing is you do know the job, of course, like to know what's going to happen, and then to really learn how to make the plannings and things like that, because you don't really see it as entertainer, but behind you have to make plannings, you have to write some reviews, you have to do some work inside.
Exactly. Also meetings with hotel managers and stuff like this.
So work with your team leader as well to see how it works, what we have to do, how do we make a planning, how it goes further and everything. And then for team leader, to be fair, like you're entertainer as well. So as team leader, be there for your team. Very important. Test your team out, because like when you work with different, you don't have to forget you work with different nationalities, and not everybody is the same. So always test things out. And I'm like, okay, if they don't react how I like to, then I just don't do it anymore. I don't. You have some people like, I learn a little bit. I'm gonna say like all the people are like this, but I know like more from the Nordic. If you say like it's from 10 to 12, at 12 they're gonna be gone. So I always test it out with some people. I'm like, oh, can you stay something longer? Some longer? Can you stay longer? And sometimes I say, can you leave earlier? Oh, it's all right, you can leave earlier. It's no problem. But then if the next week they come to me and they say like, remember 2 weeks ago, I had to stay 15 minutes longer. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but how many times did you leave earlier? But I'm going to say that. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm going to give you the 50 minutes. But then I know in myself, I don't going to let you go earlier anymore,
because you play the
if you see one side, if you don't see the other side, then but fair enough. Everybody is different. I'm like, then I know that when I need somebody to stay longer, I'm going to ask somebody else or something like this. But really, like, not everybody is the same. Everybody is different. So you have to really talk with your team, talk with the people in your team, how they see you and what they think. What is your job? What for them is your job, and what for you want from them. Make it in the beginning clear. Like what I always do, or what you can do is like give them a piece of paper and say like, as team leader, what do you think of me? What I need to do for you, and what do you think you have to do as entertainer? Also important, So they see like how they think and what their point of view is. But you can work a little thing. But normally when you do like a jump program, the name is, normally you learn some tricks and tips and things to do. But you can always ask other team leaders. Other team leaders are there for you. Some people are already 5-year team leaders. Some people are there new. So I always have an other point of view. So it's always nice to know. And as manager as well, you have your manager as well there. So always you can also ask him something like, okay, I have a question about this. So don't be afraid to ask, because it's better to ask than to do it or don't do it, So, and if you want to try something out as entertainer, you're like, okay, now I like it, or you want to become team leader, go to your team leader and say like, okay,
talk about it,
I want to do it. And then your team leader will be like, okay, so I'm going to give you some more things to do and see how you do it. And then, so you can help each other, So it's,
I would add, don't wait until somebody asks you. There's really not a problem with saying what you would like to become, or that you are interested in it, because they can help you prepare for it. Maybe
frustrated as well, because you say like, I want to be team leader. Nobody asked me. I don't like it anymore because you never said something about it. So. You can become frustrated because you think that everybody knows you want to become team leader, but nobody knows. So there's also something for sure.
Yeah. And I think a really important aspect of becoming or team leader or manager, or like upwards from there, like if you want to be some kind of team leader or manager. In general, I would say a really important thing to learn is learn how to take feedback and get feedback, but especially taking feedback, because for most people I have worked with, it's harder to take feedback than to give feedback. Both are hard and come with their own difficulties, but especially taking it from somebody who might not be as good in giving feedback can be hard in the beginning, because especially if you go like as a team leader, you're working with people who are not trained in giving feedback, so sometimes they can say things differently than the way they mean it. Especially because you're working with people from different countries, different nationalities, with different cultures, and they all come with their own ways of speaking. And through the language barrier, things often get said in a way that maybe the person never intended to say it this way. So learn to read body language, because this will help you a lot. Yeah. With reading feedback from people who might not be as good in giving it.
And also like you said, like different nationalities. So like I know, like in general, it's like German are more direct, English are less direct, or they like take it more personally. German like, this is it, and then they take it easier because they know, okay, no, it's normal. So you have to like, I know, like also from Nordic, you have to be more difficult how you say it. Like everybody's a little bit different. It's normal because you live in other countries. The culture is a little bit different. So like you say, like when you give or take feedback, and especially when you give feedback, be there for them as well. You know, you give feedback, you say, okay, work on this, and that's how we can work on it. That's very important. Don't just give feedback and then go away, because then you're like, okay, thank you, you know?
Now what,
okay, this, and also ask them, what do you think? It's also important.
Or
like,
how would you achieve this? Yeah,
I see like this. Do you see it as well as this, like me? Or for you, is like totally another point of view. It's also possible. So it's really important to take and give feedback that you really talk with each other, and then at the end,
really take and give.
And then you really come to a resolution. Like, okay, that's how we're gonna go from now on. Otherwise, it's no point to give or take feedback if you don't have like after, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. There's some really good advice from you, Mr. Sammy. So Sammy, we're close to the end right now. I want to thank you actually one more time for coming on the show. This was the 7th episode already of Ciao Ciao Bye Bye. It's crazy.
Nice job. Really like it. So now keep going. It's nice.
Well, thank you very much. Do you want to tell the listeners what they can expect from you in the future, and where they can find you on social media? Because I know you also have a little bit of a presence online. You're getting back a little bit to your esports roots from before entertainment.
For the gamers, I'm on Twitch, so will be in the description. It's Mr. Metzi. That's my gaming name. So on Twitch you can follow me. On Instagram is as well Mr. Metzi. On everything on Twitter as well, Mr. Metzi. So if you want to get in contact, no problem. I'm always every day online. So if you want to have a chat and everything in French or in Dutch and English and Spanish, if you want, I can do my best. But it will be all in the description, I think, then below.
Yes, of course.
And for the future, it's like with everything is happening, it's a big question mark. We will see. I think we will see what's going to happen. We're going to see what's going to happen with the concepts. I really hope to for my goals, like to not have my own concept, but to be one leading person of a concept. I really hope, but I mean, with this time and now, it's very difficult, I think. So we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully.
For the first time in a long time, it's looking like a vaccine might be on the way. So we're slowly getting some perspective on how long things are going to take. But for sure, it's going to take at least one more year.
It's going to take also a year to like take everything back to what it was. You know,
exactly.
It's like not everybody will go like, let's go on holiday. You know, people will be different. It's
they need to produce these vaccines as well, and because it's a global problem. So everybody needs to get a vaccine. And will these be obligated to take as a vaccine, or will it be optional?
Like you need to go to Brazil or something like this. You need the vaccine for this. Will be the same if you come to a holiday. You have to prove that you took it. Things like that. So
it will be.
Have this for some countries already have this. So this one will be one extra probably.
Probably, and I'm kind of happy this is not one of my job roles to decide these things, because there's no right way in handling these kind of problems. So,
No,
I want to wish all the governments and like the medical sector good luck with making the right decisions. Because it's easy for us right now to point fingers and say what's going wrong with, or which wrong decisions they have taken. But at the end of the day, they are also humans. And they try to take decisions as rational as possible. Mm-hmm. Of course, they will make mistakes because we're still learning about the virus, and we've not had a pandemic in this scale before within our lifetime. Also, for the most of the people who are taking these decisions, so please keep this in mind.
And also to be fair, like for in the future, I mean, it's not a good thing, but people maybe more think about hygiene, you know. Like for buffets, like for restaurants and things like that. Maybe now not everything will be like grabbable with the hands and everything. You know, like some things will change in the tourism world as well. But I think it will be good changes. You know, changes that's needed and changes that's going to be better for the experience of everyone at the end. Yep. So I mean, we have to take it the bad thing and the good side, because it's the only thing we can do. You know, it's not needed to bring up like what are they doing? That's bullshit. No. It's not needed, because at the end, that's not them that started it. Yeah. And all the change that will come, we have to embrace it and try to do our best. Try to do our best. It's the only thing we can do.
Yeah, and I want to add, please wear your masks and cover your nose when you're wearing your mask, because this really makes a change. This is the only thing we can do right now to slow this down. So please take your responsibility, wear your mask. And wear it correctly, and be patient. We will get through this, hopefully within the next year.
We will. 1% we will.
Then, Sammy, finally, I have one more question for you. The burning question. I think you know which one it is that's coming, and that's, of course, who would you like to hear here on the show one time? Who would you like to hear me joining?
It's difficult to say names, because, I mean, you worked with so much people that you're like, oh, no, you're going to say my name, you know? So I'm like, but I think about your show. So that's the most important, because when I see the people that you had already and things like that, I think can be very interesting for you. I will say 3 people. I think. But one already, Gogo. I mean, Gogo, you need it. It's point. You need it.
I didn't have the courage to ask him yet.
I think maybe I don't know if it's going to be a long show, because he's not the biggest stalker. But, but it will be amazing to see his experience, of course.
Exactly.
Then the second one is going to be William Cabot.
Okay.
He worked in the cruise ships. He was manager entertainment in cruise ships. So he's someone that has like another point of view in entertainment, because he was in cruise ships. So I think
that's a really cool one.
I think this is something that can be very interesting for your show.
Yeah, I agree. The funny thing is, he actually wrote me a message, I think it was yesterday, saying that he saw the show. So it's really funny that you bring him up today.
Wow, look, you see. But I was thinking about like who for your show, and maybe the third one's going to be maybe also more difficult, maybe to contact them. Like now with nothing is difficult. Maybe it will be somebody like Kurtie. Like he's someone that like worked a lot in entertainment before. He like when it's like a training, he's like mostly the guy that set up everything and then training. So it's gonna be interesting his point of view of entertainment, because he did it a long time already. And also how he thinks about how he's gonna change. He probably also saw a lot of changes and things like that. And he's a working man as well. He can come in and he works. If you need him, he will be there for you. So I can see so many names.
It's a really nice one.
Can be so many names, but I think for your show, I think it's like the different, like the cruise ship thing, like Gogo, because all he did is amazing. And they have like Kurtie that Gogo also knows very good.
They're good friends as well.
So but Kurtie can be someone that can be very interesting to have his.
I agree.
So yeah, I can say so many names, but yeah, sorry if it's not your name. But I think for your show, I think this can be like.
No, I agree. I'm happy to hear you put so much thought in it as well. Yeah, like you prepared for it. So that's amazing.
It's important for you as well, and I like what you're doing. So that's the most important. It's nice.
Well, thank you very much. So, Sammy, there's only one more thing to say. One more famous entertainment sentence has been burning in our mind for the past few years, and it's of course one more time. First of all, thank you very much for being here today, for taking the time.
No problem. It's a big pleasure, and I think it's time.
It's time, and as always. Ciao,
ciao.
Bye. I hope you enjoyed listening to the 7th episode. I would like to thank our guest Sammy for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or whatever platform you use. I'd be grateful if you could leave us a review and share it. If you have any thoughts on today's episode or topics you would like me to further touch on, email me at info@darislow.com. Thanks again. See you next week. And as always, ciao ciao. Bye bye.